stipulations set forth in the high-stakes handbook, all home improvement items are legal in this match.
By the way, it's called X now. I'm not sure if you're aware we had a whole bit last match, but be that as it may, Don Murphy set to challenge Sam Handeman for that prestigious high-stakes championship. It's been held by so many prominent athletes over the years. You think about certainly Spencer Slade in recent times. You think about Jimmy Vegas back in the day, and a litany of names in between. But Sam Handeman has put maybe the most unique spin on this yet, because keep in mind the champion can pick the stipulation. And Sam Handeman, it's not just a stipulation, no falls count anywhere. He's got a whole book the officials got to abide by.
Is that wrench-related nunchucks?
Wrench-related nunchucks.
Well, tell me what you would use those for.
I believe it's some kind of a wrench with a chain on the end, yes, is what it's called.
Well, we're going to have toll time here this evening.
Oh. One count only. Well, Don Murphy tried to say, I don't think so, Tim, and that didn't work. Here comes Don with the double knees. What do you think the ceiling is for Don Murphy?
I would say about 20 feet up.
All right, you're good with metaphors, I can tell. There's a series of suplexes. Don Murphy's in not a laughing mood tonight, all right? He's here to get himself back on the radar and the rankings and make sure people don't underestimate Don Murphy, who drops Sam Handeman down, face first, into the cover quickly, sense of urgency by Murphy, who finds two. You know, Don Murphy doesn't realize, I think, how he matches up size-wise to the rest of the roster. He's always felt he was 6'6", 350. But in spite of what his measurements may or may not be, Murphy wants to stand tall at the end of this matchup.
Well, height and weight are a state of mind, and
that's not even remotely true.
Well, don't they say you're as tall as you feel?
Well, do steel chairs count as home improvement objects?
Well, you can improve a home with them. So I guess technically.
Don Murphy looking for a...
Well, you can't use the table.
Well, that was part of the book, yeah. You can't use it, but you can use a door.
Like to thank Lowe's Home Improvement. Or Home Depot.
Whichever one will pay you more, right?
Or Ace Hardware.
That's the place.
Well, the place for Don Murphy might be here in the high stakes division.
Sam Handeman placing those right hands where he needs to. And sit. Don Murphy for the ride, but Murphy puts the brakes on. But you talked about it before, BC, that Don Murphy had a reputation for himself as a giant killer for quite a number of months here in IWC. Bill Collier, I believe Jock Sampson, a number of others, all felt the wrath of Deputy Don at one point when he was known as that. As Handeman sensing frustration here, I don't think Handeman expected this onslaught from Don Murphy.
Well, with both of these men, you can't underestimate them, or you're going to end up getting beat. You're going to end up getting beat quick. Now, this I'm going to assume. Pardon me for going out if I'm going out on a limb, but I'm going to assume this is Don Murphy's first ever household repair related matchup. Easy for me to say.
I would suggest that's very likely, yes.
I mean, do you walk around your house and kind of game plan, or?
I don't know the kind of things Don Murphy has around his house. Oh. That's not going to help matters.
Well, you use your hands to repair things around the house, so they went into Handyman's eyes.
When have you used your hands to repair anything around the house?
I have poor people to do that for me.
Oh, you're disgusting. Sam Handeman, though, facing some adversity here. Wait, look at that. What was that? Was that a screwdriver of some sort?
I believe that was a Phillips head.
Flathead? Phillips head?
A Binford 450.
Binford 450. Well, Don Murphy pulling out all the stops here. It's 100% legal in this environment.
Hey, this is what Sam Handeman wanted.
Couple of ducks. Oh, Handeman went for the handyman hammer, but Don Murphy the drop toe hold.
And Handeman went for that, what he went for. Don Murphy had it scouted, knew it was coming.
Measuring, and there's the hammer laid down that time.
Well, I was just fixing to say, if this were a points matchup, Don Murphy would be ahead.
And it's a hammer and chisel. That's what Murphy was using, a chisel earlier.
Now,
he's chiseling the skull of Don Murphy.
Well, now, what do you use a hammer and chisel for in the home?
Get the level and make sure you did it evenly. Have you never done any construction? Are you kidding me?
Do I look like I've done construction? Well, now, wait a minute. Now, how often do you have senior official Bobby Williams in the home doing repairs?
Well, I guess that depends on who you are, doesn't it? But I'll tell you what, you often have, hey, can you give me a hand? Hold this side steady for me. That's part of home repair. No, you'd never invite Bobby Williams to your house to do anything.
Well, I got some gutters that need cleaned.
Unless you were going to bribe him. Don Murphy on the receiving end, he's reeling. And the door being set up. A bridge between those two steel chairs. And Sam Handeman, see, he's doing home repair here in the ring. He just built something right in front of our eyes.
Well, I don't think it was built for the wonderment of the people. It's going to be used nefariously.
Well, Handeman can also demolish things. It's only meant to be here a fleeting moment for us to enjoy. Don Murphy looking to counter, though. Oh, Handeman caught that right up underneath the chin.
Look, I know you're right.
Excuse me, say it again?
My stomach's upset.
Oh, sorry. It just seemed unlike you. I thought you took ill.
Well,
Don Murphy signaling for the end, and there's quite literally the sleeper, and he's got it cinched in tight. And keep in mind, BC, in this kind of rule book, I don't believe rope breaks are valid. There's no ropes in the home.
Well, we got one more. Depends on where you live.
Handeman's not going to lose the title. Not here, not now. Oh, look out! Handeman drops down. That'll do it.